I, my first time this year trying to get some first light of the day on my skin. I miss a bit the beach and things like that. Well, doesn't matter. Today, the language of the snake. And I've been sharing things like symbols, meanings, and one of those is the NASA symbol. You can read if you take that the image of the snake tongue like a T of tongue. You can read what really that is in the symbol. Satan. Just put the letters in the right place. Another thing. The tongue is red. Why? Because all of this is about the prohibited fruit. And let's see, not only that, and it's about hiding the spirit. I mean, everything is about spirituality. And so, you can see, for instance, in China, where the idea of culture revolution, as I said before, it's an incredible absurd that people didn't get it, and so well. But what I want to say is there is a time and a reality for each moment, and so things get a definition of those circumstances, and so in that time as this scheme developed, and so this mafia took over China. They imposed that scheme, that situation. Then, as the law. So, not God. They reject God. Not humans. Well, there is nothing about, for instance, citizenship. No relation at all between political power and people. So, before that, what was going on? Everything was prepared for that. So, what is behind is a mafia scheme always in the system, because it's satanic. It's the occult scheme. So, let's see. What happened is they imposed as a symbol of the situation and meaning as a symbol of law, the blue color on the basically the people clothed like a prison. But then later everything was going to change, of course, but everything has a place. And in the time, of course, like I don't know, 2 months? No, more. In the end of this pandemic, where people were already sick of that shit, not exactly believing in that crap anymore, and deception, and frustrated, and so there was people trying to manifest, and so one day in the situation of those, a woman was crying out something. There was some people trying to manifest, and so there was a guy that puts its smartphone in front of one of those women, filming her. and that guy was dressed like Mr. Smith. This is something, it's incredible. So, of course, it's obvious. The intention of this guy was the making, the bullying, the psychological pressure on people, and the thread on this woman is like something like, well, you can count on something like you will be prohibited of traveling, something like that. Traveling on train and things like that, you know. It's something like some typical in this moment. Well, anyways, you know, the symbol of communism is red, as I said before, and the symbol of spirit is the law, as you can see in police uniform, is blue. Now, if you pay attention, you'll see easily the main color used on politics suits is dark blue. Dark because, you know, they serve the dark. And blue because they want to symbolize the law, the power, you know. And other thing is the main color you can see for sure on their ties is red. Why? Again, it's like the snake tongue. Exactly. They are like the the lace on their neck, like you serve this. This means you are here to speak lies, to try to convince people to accept the prohibited fruit. See, they are there to create the idea, to convince people to. And that is the situation. So, now, in terms of spirituality, you know, the throat chakra is about things like the voice, the the communication, things like that. So the easy, the potential, it's around a certain way of function, like that, something like that. So, in this case, you see, they are like dominated by their Thai. So their chakra is like owned by Satan. As the idea of as the idea of the soul sold. They cannot sell their soul. But in a way, yes, they do it. Let's see how this is works. So the thing is, we as human beings, we are free. Our will is respected by Creator. So what happened is we have a soul. We are not a soul. We are spirit in first place, but we are soul also. And the thing here is, the soul is like in this body as the main thing, because it's the driver. So this body is on the hands, and so the soul, when takes a body, is to come to this world to do something that he wants. So what is the soul? You see, the soul is not is like a being. It's not a being, it's an entity, but it's like a being. So you want this entity wants to realize something in this life. This is the idea. And so there is a kind of contract. He wants and he comes to this world, and so problem is this soul prepared to the situation? That is the problem. And so what happened is the majority of people is not exactly prepared. And so they simply don't know what they are doing. They are living under a kind of spell. They easily live under an illusion that is created by this system. So this video, I think, is going to be a bit long. We'll see. Well, the thing is the result concerns to the soul, and the soul will have to lead with it, what may can do on this life, and so that's why also there's souls and souls. Well, doesn't matter. That is another situation. What I want to say is Satan knows about this, and so try to take advantage, and so destroy creation around this. And one of those situations is exactly on politics. He doesn't trust these people, of course, but use them. So, like other musicians and like Bob Dylan and others, you will know near the future many situations. So here is the situation. Basically, when people die, what happens is the soul will have to live with the result, and so like karma, they do what they do, they will have what they will have as a result. And so one of those situations is why, this is a question that will be present. Why should they embrace a new life in this world, or at least when, where, because there is a situation within that soul, like an history. It's like an evolution. Evolution can be good or bad. See, so people need to recognize the situation, the errors, and try to correct them, and so on. See, so they will have to work on that. Now, the politics situation is different. There are limits, and that is the situation. That's why someone basically, it's what happened is because the soul is condemned to live like that, in the dark forever. And that is what is going to happen with these people, like politics. They will be in a situation where will be denied to them to live again in this world, to take another opportunity. So the soul and as an entity which is eternal, they simply will be in a eternal darkness, seeing the other living, enjoying, and they nothing. So this is only an idea that I want to share. So I see Creator as not, we can consider not exactly as a big problem, but yet one day have to rebuild whatever. Of course, it will do. But in meantime, what happened is the dark side is getting some souls. So, never mind, this is not important, just to leave you an idea. Now, you see, nothing is by chance. And symbols, colors, everything has a place, a meaning, and so on. And you should try to read this. So try to learn the language of life. I can say, I am. This means I am heart, I am spirit in first place. I am soul. Yeah. In this body. And what I can say more is I am spirit and soul. I am the power. I am life force. I am light. So, you see, have still, I have this worm still in my leg. No worries, no worries. As I said, everything has a time. Yeah. And I can say, right now, I am power. I am life force. Do you understand this? No poison will destroy me. I am life force. Nothing is above this. Nothing. Poison. It's poison. Like many things people think are not poison. Like sugar. It's poison. So, I hope you like it. And share, of course. And again,